Welcome back to the Runner Report, and if you're watching this on YouTube, great job, you're doing the right thing. But if you're watching this on IGTV, I need you real quick, just go to YouTube real quick, type in Runner Report, subscribe right there. This video will soon be up on YouTube if it's not already, so go ahead and subscribe there because our YouTube channel, we just started putting videos on there, so I want to make sure you guys to get over there, share it with your friends, bro, and all these videos, share them the link and stuff like that, because the Runner Report, I think we really do have the potential to blow up and just be a new media site that's really for the culture and by the culture, baby. So let's just get right into this day 7, day 6 biggest takeaways from the World Championships. Our third biggest takeaway has to be that I still hate injuries, bruh. I know injuries are part of the sport. Like, you just gotta accept them, you gotta get through them. But nah, I hate them. Because if you're a runner, bro, and you get injured, it's just not like, I'm injured. Like, you know? And then if you're a fan and you're watching someone get injured, it's like, I've been injured before. You know, you feel the pain, bro, and it's just something that just ruins the race every single time. And we still saw 2 big major injuries from world leads and basically the top people in the game. And first on day 6, we saw Michael Norman, who had an injury and basically just jogged in his preliminary heats for the 400-meter dash and a 45, and he just wasn't feeling it that day. He was still feeling the injury from USA Championships about 2 months ago that took him out for 10 days before the meet, and he was still feeling that injury and just wasn't going to push himself to that next level. Then also there was Kevin Mayer from France, who is the world lead in the decathlon, and get this, the world record holder in the decathlon, and had to pull out of day 2 because he had a hamstring issue. And he was feeling this issue before the world champs, but going into it, into day 2, he just knew that he wasn't be able to compete on it. He said he literally couldn't walk, and I feel like this is still a result of being the World Championships being so far back and just being so far back. I think it's about 6 weeks later than normal, and just when people have to train that long that they're not really used to, it's never been this far back. It's just things and complications gonna happen like this, and it's sad to see that this definitely happened to top runners, and it's happened to plenty other runners, but definitely to the top runners. These are the cream of crop runners that are not just that are putting people in the stands here at Doha, and it's just sad to see it's happening to them. But speaking of injuries, let's move on to our second biggest takeaway. That is that Michael Norman is a grown man because he made a grown man decision. For a 22, 21-year-old to make the decision to pull up in the World Championships and not compete at like his absolute best, not to run as hard as he could as he knew that injury was coming on, I feel like it's really a grown-up decision that someone has to make. I feel like there's a lot of people that have been in the pro running game for at least 8 years that would be hard to make that type of decision. Like, I couldn't even see myself making that type of decision in his first World Championships ever. You would feel like he would be so excited and want to do anything he can to go out there and compete, and there's so much pressure, I bet, from the outside world just wanting him to compete and wanting him to get that title. But then that situation, he had to be selfish, and that's a grown man decision that he made. And hats off to Michael Norman, because I couldn't make that decision. I think about 99% of people on this world cannot make that decision to really just pull up and not run to your absolute best because you know an injury is coming. But let's not talk about his injuries no more, because there were some exciting races on the track, and that brings us to our third biggest takeaway, and that's from the women's 400, and that's basically that you gotta remember this name, y'all. Our third biggest takeaway, you gotta remember Salwa Eid Naser. Remember that name. Remember it, from Bahrain. She went off. She ran a 48.13 in the women's 400, giving her the number 3 all-time in the 400-meter dash for women. 48.14, bruh. That's fast. And it looked like it right out the gate. She was moving, bruh. She caught up on the gap on Shani Miller-Weibo straight ahead, and even on the former world champion Phyllis Francis straight ahead. And that was just even an insanely fast race, because Shani Miller-Weibo, the heavy favorite, she PR'd in that race. But Salwa Eid Naser just was stronger than everybody. I think it was the fastest time in the women's 400-meter dash in like 27 years, and she's only 21 years old, bruh. She has the third fastest time ever, and I'm so excited. And I'm just even more excited for like the women's 400 in years to come, because basically Alison Felix is still coming back from childbirth, so maybe she's gonna be in it with Salwa Eid Naser next year at the Olympics. And then we still got Shani Miller-Weibo. She's getting faster every year, and there's just more and more girls just making this more and more exciting. Like the women's 400 is probably one of my favorite new events to watch now. And yeah, that's all for day 7 and day 6. But you guys should keep on tuning in for the World Championships. There's only 3 more days left, and we still got a lot of racing. We got the 15 left, we got the 10K left, and we still got the 4x4 and the 100-meter hurdle. So it's going to be really exciting these next 3 days. Y'all gotta stay tuned. Stay fast, y'all.